Good morning, Stampin' friends. Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Jody Breckbill, Stampin' Queen here, live in my studio. So if you're joining me today, come on in, say hi, let me know that you're here, where you're joining me from, how are things in your neck of the woods. It is time for monthly creative escape today. I'm about a week behind. I've been marketing the class, so you probably are seeing it on social media, or maybe you have gotten emails about it. And normally I go live and show you the projects, but I was away last weekend and I have a hard time hauling all of my stuff. And so I'm here to share the class live with you today. But keep in mind, this monthly creative escape ends tomorrow, February 15th. So if you see it today, you like it today, you love it today, there is still time to register. And that registration is in the description today. It is called Trusty Tools. And we're kind of focusing maybe on Father's Day, on dads, on handy people. Maybe your mom is handy with some tools and that kind of thing. So this is kind of a fun stamp set using some designer series paper that is in Celebration. It's available for free. That is really kind of a very cool DSP. I really have been like stocking it up because the tools kind of work for people in my family, which I'm very grateful for. So good morning, friends. I'm so glad to have you guys on with me. So just a couple of things. We're going to kind of do a little housekeeping to remind you guys that we had some new Celebration items added last week or the week before, beginning of February. We had some new Celebration items. They are found, there's a flyer right here. I have emailed that. It's also on my social media. And of course, when you online shop, you will see these as your new choices. So we do have, nothing has sold out yet, kids. Nothing has sold out of Celebration. So yay for that. And just some new things. So if you've already added to your stash and you've gotten everything that you wanted, you have some new choices now for $50 and $100. So there's some stamp sets, some paper, some kits, punches, markers, some good stuff like that. So make sure you check that out. Celebration is winding down. Like we only have a couple more days. It ends on the 29th of February. So speaking of Celebration, this kind of just hit me the other day. Look at these colors, you guys. Those gorgeous new in colors that we loved so very much. They're getting ready to retire. So we are getting ready to have a catalog transition here in the next couple months. And so I was working with them and I was like, son of a biscuit. Like these colors are going to leave us here in just a couple weeks. So now is the time to check your inventory and see what you have, protect your investment, right? If you have the ink, you have the re-inkers, go ahead and stock up on some DSP and some cardstock so that you can keep on creating with the things that you've already purchased. If you don't have them, check and see if you need to add them to your collection. I will miss Orchid very, very much. I'm a purple lover, and so I will miss that one for sure. And Sweet Sorbet, that's been a go-to one, especially with Valentine's Day. Holy moly, it's Valentine's Day. Happy Heart Day, you guys. I knew it was, and then I feel like I work with Valentine's so far ahead because I'm planning and prepping and showing you stuff in January that Valentine's Day kind of comes and I'm like, oh, it is today, like it hasn't already happened. So happy Heart Day, friends. Hopefully you guys are doing something fun and exciting today. I'm going to jump off of here and go treat myself to a pedicure. That is my Valentine's Day gift to myself. So, but anyway, back to those retiring colors. Yeah, they're going to leave. So what could potentially happen is they could show back up in the next color refresh. We don't know. That could be years from now. And so what I've been doing is weaning myself off of Sweet Sorbet and trying to use Poppy Parade a little bit more so that my adjustment won't be too sad whenever I have to lose those colors. So anyway, I wanted to let you know because during Celebration, if you're stocking up on some of those in colors, you're going to get Celebration items as well. Plus, my BOGO sale is still going on. So I was just at the mail sending off BOGO items. So that is still available. Let me put up my screen here for you. It ends tomorrow at midnight. So it is open to anyone. I have demonstrators ask me, can I shop your BOGO sale? Heck and heck, yeah, you can. Absolutely, you can shop my BOGO sale. It's all my retired items. I am giving them away for free with an order of an equal amount, and it's Celebration. So you can get more free stuff with your $50 and $100 purchase. So some of you guys have already shopped my BOGO sale, and I just went and dropped some of those goodies in the mail. So where is my info? Here we are. Okay, so there's my BOGO sale. You can write down that link. It has been emailed out. It's been on social media. Like, I've really been trying to get everybody aware. It is super easy. I don't know if any of you guys on shopped my sale, but my sweet friend Catherine Carroll created a site for me. So it is actually like a full-on shopping experience. So you go to that site and it looks like you can click accessories, you can click paper, stamp sets, and it'll pull everything up that I have for sale, show you what's available. If you're seeing it, it's available. If it's not available, it comes off the site. So no confusion. And I still have a lot of stuff left, a lot of stamps, a lot of bundles, some good deals on paper, cardstock. So check that out. You have until midnight tomorrow to shop the BOGO. If you have any questions, let me know. I see Vicki just popped on. Vicki, I just shipped your BOGO items off in the mail, and your stuff from Stampin' Up! Is heading your way. So awesome. Alrighty. The final thing that I want to share is something that is near and dear to my heart, and then I swear you guys we're going to get stamping. So I want you guys to save the date for Saturday, April 13th, 2024. I am doing an in-person stamp event with a bunch of my demonstrator friends. It is local to me. It is in Fayetteville, Pennsylvania. So if you're close by, you want to come and hang out with us and have a fun stamping day. This is called Stamping for Sweet Grace Ministries, and it is an event that the proceeds and the profit will benefit Sweet Grace. If you're not familiar with Sweet Grace, message me, but I think if you followed me for a while, you know that I have a passion for this ministry that is so beneficial in helping families who are dealing with infant loss, miscarriage, neonatal death, and they have just added a new group, support group for families who have lost their baby and cannot have any more children. So they are starting a whole new ministry for that. We send cards. I shouldn't say we send cards. We create cards for them. So there's always a way that you can help by making handmade cards. Our goal is they never, ever have to buy a store-bought card, that we want to make enough handmade cards that they can send thousands of cards a year. But April 13th, 2024 at Norlow Park Community Center in Fayetteville, Pennsylvania, we are going to gather and we are going to have an amazing stamp day from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Registration is coming. The event team just planned it. We're going to have door prizes, make and take. There will be some raffle items, and profits are going to go to Sweet Grace. Now, I know some of you guys are not close and cannot attend, so we have some ways for you to support as well. You can grab a to-go kit. So to-go kits will be available. You can purchase one of those and we will send you the make and take. Your name goes into the door prize drawing. You are eligible for everything. There's a coupon to use that day. There's going to be a grand prize that's given away, which is a shopping spree, a free shopping spree. So you non-local folks or people who can't attend that day, you absolutely can still participate. A portion of the fee, when you get the information, we're going to have the links up. We're going to have registration open on March 1st. And so a portion of the fee is straight up donated right to Sweet Grace. Okay, so just know whenever you see the price that we do have a profit to go to Sweet Grace, and we want to raise a lot of money for this amazing ministry. The other thing that we'll be doing is giving away the tutorial with your donation. So if you want just the tutorial, you can purchase that, which that is going to be a straight up donation right to Sweet Grace. So stay tuned for that. If you're not local, just know that your kit will be mailed after April 13th. We will have that tutorial for you guys and everything will be included ready for you. So April 13th, that is going to be Stamping for Sweet Grace. So put that on your calendar and look for details and information coming March 1st. Okay. It will only be open for maybe like 10 days. So make sure that you're ready to get your registration in. And we would love it if you came and hung out with us in person. That would be so fun. But I know some of it is just off the table for you guys that are not local. But if you want to travel, I am in South Central Pennsylvania, and there's lots of cool things close by us. There is a stamp store close by me that the girl creates and makes her own stamps. It's called Purple Daisy. So she's here close by. I am here close by, and Gettysburg, Pennsylvania is close by. So if you're a history person, Gettysburg is full of history and gorgeous in the spring. So I'm just trying to get you guys excited to maybe travel to Pennsylvania and come and stamp with us and then hang out for the weekend. So, all right, I promised you guys that we would get stamping with our trusty tools. So this is the Creative Escape for February. Registration is still open through tomorrow, and I'm going to show you what all comes with this class. So let's do the little switcheroo here and get rolling. Okay, so what we're going to work with today is the Trusty Tools bundle. Excuse me. This is in our holiday. No, it's not holiday. It's the mini catalog, the spring mini catalog, January through April mini. And so I am using some of the stamps from here, but it's something you can alternate, right? So if you can have some stamp sets maybe at home that are similar, or you can switch it out. There is a super fun bundle. It's missing one here because that's going over to one of my princesses for her to do some die cutting. But you can build toolboxes, you can build different tools. This also, some of these dies work with the designer series paper, so it will actually cut out those images. So that is the bundle. Do you need to have it? Not necessarily. You can kind of do some altering, but just a rule of thumb is my Creative Escape. Anything that is not part of this bundle will be done for you. Which means die cutting. I take that totally back. We cannot do any stamping. That is a Stampin' Up! Rule. So yes, you do have to provide your own ink and stamping to do the projects. And I try to do things that maybe you can add something that you already have to that. Do you have to have the bundle? Not necessarily. You can hand cut some of the tools because you are going to get the designer series paper. So you're going to get at least a half a pack of this. It will be 6 by 12. If I have enough, I may send you the full pack. We'll just see how much I have because you are getting this for absolutely free. It will come in your kit. So look at, aren't they so cute? I love this paper. So there's one side and there is the other side. So you do have some pieces here that are just kind of a wash technique. I am using them, but say you don't have the paper, you're just getting the tutorial. You can just use cardstock. Okay. So you could use gray granite and Lost Lagoon cardstock. Like it's not too hard to do some altering if you don't necessarily have the supplies that I am using. But you are going to get the designer series paper for free. You can add on the bundle should you choose. And then we are giving you 2 gems. So you're going to get the cork rounds and the in color gems. So these come in your kit as well. And then projects. So you have 4 projects. You get 2 of every one along with envelopes. So it will be cut and ready for you with instructions. Okay. So this is one thing I'm going to tell you with this is I'm going to alter these cards to not be dad centered because I know sometimes that can be a little bit of a hot topic for some of us. And, you know, maybe our dad isn't here. Maybe we don't have a father. Maybe there's not a figure in our life. We don't have a relationship, all that. So I did them thinking of Father's Day or birthday, anything that you could send to your dad. But I'm going to do today's cards without dad center. Okay, so here we have the second card. And then we have a third. I'm altering this one today. I'm going to see what you guys think about how I altered it. And then we do have this one, which I do need a Father's Day. And actually, I need 3 Father's Day. So I am going to use that one for sure. But you could definitely put a different sentiment in all of these projects. And I did not use the set for any of the tools. The tools all come right out of that designer series paper. Okay, so let's get rolling with this. And hopefully you will love the Trusty Tools bundle. All right, so we're going to start off here with some basic white for our card base. And remember, you're making 2 of each one. You'll get that tutorial, but of course, if you need a little bit extra help, I have this video that you can refer back to. So we've got our basic white base, and then we're going to take that piece of DSP and we're going to stamp in Lost Lagoon. Now, I am out of paintbrushes. I used them all. So I just am going to use a wrench and a paintbrush instead. Look at me acting like I'm all tool time, like I know what's up with all these different tools here. So I just stuck them both. You could put as many as you wanted on here. Actually, you know what would be fun? Let's put this on. All right, so I'm going to just add a bunch of these on here. So you're kind of making your own designer series paper essentially by putting everything on one stamp. Okay, so now I wanted a little bit extra. And where is it? I just grabbed one of my stamps that has some splotchies. And so I'm just going to add just a couple splatters right in here. You probably have any stamp set in your arsenal that has some splotchies on it. So I just added that. And I think this one's from Layering Leaves. Yeah, exactly, Kathleen. That's exactly how to do it. It's kind of geared that you could put any type of sentiment on here if you don't need the dad. Let's see. All right. So we've got some adhesive, and we're going to add this to a piece of pecan pie. I've been working with so much retired product that I almost called it the cinnamon cider, because I've been cleaning out all of my old retired stuff. And so now I'm kind of getting lost on what the names of everything are. So we've got that. Then we have this long white piece, and I'm going to take some early espresso and stamp "You're the Most Awesome." And I'm stamping that on there because I wanted it to be a little bit darker. So I used the early espresso, but you could absolutely use pecan pie if you wanted to. And if you have cinnamon cider, heck, use that. Like whatever you've got. Just because it's retired doesn't mean we can't use it, right? So we're going to add this layer on here. And all of your dimensions will be in the tutorial. And then this is going to go on the front of our card. My nose is running. Of course it is. All right. So now I'm going to show you what I did. So initially, I stamped Dad on there. I stamped it off once or twice in Lost Lagoon. So that's kind of hanging out in the background, and did "You're the Most Awesome" over top. But we're leaving the Dad off just to show you that you don't have to necessarily do that. Now, if we wanted to, you could just do a tool in there too, stamp off one of the tools. That would work as well. I have some cut out ahead of time from our DSP. Okay, so I cut out some of these guys, and I'm just going to add them right on our card with a couple little pop dots. So I think I'm going to, yeah, let's just go ahead and dimensional them all. Alrighty, so how is everybody doing today on this fun Wednesday? Yesterday was a snow day here. That was fun. I didn't do anything. I stayed inside and enjoyed it because it was so pretty. Now it's so not pretty. It's kind of melty and brown because everything turns brown when you're having a farm. Okay, so now we're going to add some of those little fun corks. And I'm going to get out my trusty gadget tool here. There's big ones and little ones. They are self-adhesive. So all you need to do is just kind of pick them up and put them down. All right, so there we go. There's one with Dad and one with not. And again, the tools come right out of the designer paper. Did not stamp them at all, just cut them out, but I have used up my tools, and so I don't have any more paint brushes. So there's your alternative, okay? So let's go on to card number 2. And this was one I have, no, I didn't change this one up. Okay, so this one we're gonna use the hammer. We're going to use the whacker. All right, so crushed curry and poppy parade for this one. So we've got our crushed curry card base. And with this class, you're going to get 2 of each card. So even better, you can make multiples. So there's our Hammer Designer Series paper. It has little nuts and bolts on the other side. So should you decide you want a different pattern, you will have the paper. So yes, dealer's choice. It is your project. So if you want to change things up, do it to it, Mountain Dew. All right, now we've got a piece of crushed curry. We're going to grab some crushed curry ink. Oh my gosh, so exciting. Karen has a new baby. Perfect. That's very exciting. All right, so let's get some hammers on here. Okay. Do I need that still? I think I do. Oh, sugar booger. I wanted to show you guys how to do something cool, and I didn't bring what I needed. We're going to do it anyway. So, okay, we're all right with this. No, I need that still. I'm going to talk myself off the ledge here, friends, because I want to show you how to get those 2 colors on. It's one stamp with 2 colors, and I don't have the markers, the Stampin' Write markers to do that. So I'm going to show you how I did it. All right, so now we're going to add the hammer piece to our Poppy Parade, and then we can add that to our card base. There we go. There's our hammer. Cut that out of the designer paper. I'm going to set that here. So you can see on this one, I did some die cutting. So I put Dad down here, and I used the new online alphabet set. It is called Mini Alphabet Dies. So in case you didn't see these, they are one big old die set. And so you could just put a piece of paper on here, run the whole thing through, and you get a bunch of letters all at the same time. They even included some doubles of ones we use a lot, like maybe O, A, H, E's. You'll get double of those. But that's how I cut out Dad. But we're going to leave Dad off. Again, we're making cards that are not Dad centered today, but you will have those in your kit. So if you need them, you can use them. If not, no worries. So let's clean this one because I used the brown, and we don't want brown. We need something different. So do a little cleaning here. And then I'm going to grab some washi tape. All right, so what we're going to do is take this label. So label will be cut out for you. You don't need to worry about that because that's not part of the bundle. And then I have just some old washi tape that's been in my cupboard for a long time. So I'm going to take a piece of washi tape, and I'm going to cover up the word awesome. Now, if you have Stampin' Write markers, you could color this, no problem. You could just take that, go over top of it, and color away. So now I'm just going to pick up the You're the Most with some crushed curry, and then I'm going to take that washi tape off and stamp the label. Okay, so we have that. Then we're going to grab, you can be quiet, please. The dog is not happy today, so he's standing at the door whining. So now I'm going to take the washi, and I'm going to cover up You're the Most so that just my awesome is hanging out. And I'm going to ink that up. Well, my ink pad might need juiced, but that's all right. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. Peel that washi tape off. And I'm going to line it up. And now I have 2 colors from 1 stamp. Okay, next up, let's add some dimensionals to this. I've got a little bit right here just to use up. I can throw that away. That makes me happy. And do I have any more? I do. Alrighty. There we is. So we'll add that to our card. Hey, everybody who's just coming on. How goes it? Put this right here. I'm going to go up just a little bit higher and then add our hammer. Oh, that one didn't want to come off today. Oh, sorry, my nose is running. It always does when I'm on live videos because, you know, that's how we do. All right, so now we'll add a couple gems, and I'm going to use the wild wheat. It kind of works just fine with this card. I know some of us are wild wheat fans, and some of us can't wait to see it leave. But it still kind of pulls off as, oh, there, it's stuck to my finger. Pulls off as yellow. So there we are. Okay, so there is the one that is dad, and there's one that is not dad. So you can totally alter it for your needs. All righty. Now, card number 3 is the one that I changed up a little, and I'm curious to see what you guys think. So this one is Lost Lagoon. Now, this one, I will include the paper that you need. I am going to make this one a dad. And here's the card. So what I'm going to change is the rickrack. Okay, the rickrack, and the reason I'm changing it is because I can't find this die. I'm pretty sure it's here in my studio somewhere, but I couldn't find it to pre-cut it out. So I used one from the Everyday Essential or Everyday Details. I used this one. And so I was kind of like, I think I like this better actually than the rickrack one. So we'll see what we think. All right, so Lost Lagoon on that one. I'm going to take my piece here that I die cut ahead that has all these little holes and carefully add some adhesive. Like I don't want too much adhesive coming out through the holes. Green glue would probably look real well with this one. And we're just going to add that right over here on the edge of the grid. Why you cry, Breck? Why are you crying? I don't think you guys can hear him, but he is very, very whiny today. If you saw after my in-person BOGO sale, I changed my room around. So I don't know if you saw, I posted a picture on social media, which means that his bed had to move. And now he's like a man without a country. Like he just wanders around because he's like, my bed is not where it used to be. I don't know what to do with myself. All right, so there we go. We've got that. Now, ahead of time, I took the 2 3/8 circle punch and I punched that out of the DSP. So I'm going to add that with some Pop-Tarts. Got our hammer on there. Then we're going to, one of these works. Okay, so now I'm going to do my Lost Lagoon and I'm going to do Dad. This is a dad thank you card, but whatever you wanted to put, you could leave this off, absolutely, or do something else. Like this could be a birthday sentiment or a different thank you sentiment. Like it could be whatever you need, whatever occasion you need for. I'm going with Dad. And then on the smaller piece, I'm going to do thank you. Or maybe not. Maybe I am. There it is. Thought maybe I didn't have it lined up. It wasn't in the queue. All right. So there's our thank you. And we're just going to do a little bit of adhesiving. There we are. Moving right along. So do you guys like this bundle? Is this one that you got? Or is it one that you were like, nah, I'm good. I don't need any tools. I always feel like I struggle with really good masculine cards that like suit the dudes in my family. Of course, we have cutest cows, so everybody's getting cute cows cards from me. Okay, so there's Dad. Now I've got some of these things. I don't know. I don't know what these are. Some sort of grippy plier. Any tool people, knowledgeable tool people out there? They're grippy pliers. That's what I'm calling them. And I have another piece of tool that I don't know what is. I have an idea, but we're going to see if I'm close or not. Okay, so we've got that, which you could totally do that. But I'm going to take this thank you, and I'm going to fussy. And I know that some of you hate this, but it does kind of give a fun, different look. There's no die for this one. I'm just straight up going fussy with my thank you. But you would not have to. If you don't like that look, no problem. Just cut your paper just a little bit smaller and you'll be good to go. Nobody knows what the original looks like except for us on this video today. And we ain't telling. All right. Oh, yeah. Good idea, Colleen. Sons and grandsons, husbands. Yep. Hi, Ann Olson. I'm glad you stopped by for a minute. All right, there we are. There's our thank you. And then I'm just going to add a little adhesive on here to hold it down. Thank you, Dad. You the best. All right. And then let's add some of those. Do you have to go to the bathroom? That might be why he's crying. He might have to go potty. And he has not had food or water yet today because he's been locked in my office. So he might just be really ticked right now. Poor dog. His mother's not good. She's not a good mom. There we go. Card number 3. So this one I really did not alter except for this. So what do you guys think? Do you like the rickrack or do you like the everyday detail die? I kind of like this one, I think. But yeah, I could go either way. I just was curious to see what you guys thought. So there is card number 3. So we're going to do card number 4. All right, we're almost done here. So let's find all our pieces and parts. We've got pop dot wrappers everywhere. So we've got gray granite for this one. Oh, you guys think so too? Yeah, I like that. So if you're getting this kit, I think that's what I might do. I'm going to change my thought process. I didn't have that die when I made these, but I really, this isn't what I wanted to do. I'm ahead of myself on a step. I need to stamp it. So back the truck up. Where is my mat? All right, hold please. Here we go. We're okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so before we add the adhesive, what we want to do is stamp some of our little nuts and bolts here. So let's clean that one because I have it in Lost Lagoon. So do a little scrub-a-dub. Okay. And now we're just going to add some of these here in the corner. All right. Now we can put it on our card. So this is going to go over here right along the edge, and then we're going to add another piece. If you don't have that designer paper, you could totally use just another piece of gray granite. You could even emboss that. That would work out well. And then I've got this stripe from the DSP as well. And we'll add that here on the other side. So next step I took was like the pegboard. So I cut this out of copper clay, and there is a die cut in the set, in the bundle. This will be done ahead for you. We will do that for you guys. If not, you can use this piece, which is right out of the DSP and looks very, very similar. So you can not necessarily have to have, you know, all the pieces and parts. Let's do, where's my sample? Here's my sample right there. Kind of can't see that anymore. So I do want some dimensionals for this. And so the biddies work real well. I'm just going to kind of randomly put them around. I love the little bitty dimensionals here. Okay, and we'll add this, and then we're just going to put our tools onto our pegboard. Now, when it comes to tools, here's one thing that I quickly learned is there are not a lot of these drills in your paper. There might be like, when I have to cut the paper, like look at, they're cut off. So I thought, you know what? I'm still going to use it because it's only just the end. And so I think I know what I can do. I could either round the end and just make my tool bit smaller. And I don't think a lot of people would know, but I'm going to show you what I think is going to work. But yeah, you don't have a lot of these drills. You do have in the bundle, you can build the drill with the dies, but I would just say use whatever you have, you know, whatever's showing up in your paper. Maybe you're going to use wrenches and rulers and pencils. Like it doesn't have to be that drill since there aren't very many of them on the DSP. Okay, so I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to add that. And we're just going to start building up all these tools on our paper. All right, dog, I will help you in a minute. I'll help you in a minute. Okay, so let's add that. And the ruler is the DSP, super fun. Do we have, yeah, I did make a piece. So let's do our Father's Day. Again, any long, skinny sentiment will totally work. So if you don't need a Father's Day, don't give up on this set just because it's, you know, it has Dad and Father's Day. That's kind of my, whoopsie, my main suggestion is I think sometimes we look and we are like, oh, don't need Father's Day, but yet the whole bundle and paper is super fun. So you just swap in and out sentiments that you do need. All right, now we're going to angle cut right there and right there and add that to our card, and then we're just going to add our tools. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my drill, so it's going to hang off just a little bit. I was working this out in my head last night, but I'm working without a net because I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to find out. So add our drill like this. Okay, let's put a little bit of adhesive under there. Okay, then I found this. This I wasn't sure. I don't think it's a screwdriver. I think it's an awl or an auger or something. One of you guys will know. I know it. And look at what I'm going to do. Oh, perfect. No one will know that my tool bit doesn't have an edge or an end or a pointy or whatever. Drill bit. Okay, so there's that. Ta-da! Then I have the tape measure. And we'll put the tape measure right here. It works, right? Nobody will know. And then we're just going to add our bling, and that's it. That is it. I use the copper clay bling bling here. So you'll have this, you'll have the copper clay, you'll have the, whoa, Nelly. It left. Oh, I found it. There we go. Ugh. Some of these don't want to come off. Okay, so there's our bling. All right, so you're going to get 4 cards. You get to make 8 of each card. You're also going to get those gems. You're going to get these gems. Phillips head screwdriver could be. Yeah, maybe so. I was just thinking the handle looked like, because our Phillips have the same handle. They just have a different, but yeah, either way, it works. All right, so 2 packs of gems. You're going to get the DSP for free. You're going to get the 4 cards, and you get to make 2 of each card plus your envelopes. Okay, so all these cards, your tutorial. And if you are a subscriber, some of you guys are subscribers on here, I'm giving you some bonus. So if you're one of my subscribers to my monthly Creative Escape, and you can subscribe, it closes tomorrow. Everybody who's a subscriber is going to have these additional cards on their tutorial. So you'll get not the supplies, but you'll have the tutorial with the dimensions and everything that you can make some more cards using your DSP. Okay. So there you are. If you have any questions, hit me up and let me know. Information is in the description of this video, and also will be emailed. If you're on my emailing list, you will get a reminder tomorrow with a link. So I am headed out, you guys. I'm going to go get my Valentine's Day pedicure and run some errands because the dog is out of food, and that's probably why he's been crying during my video. So you guys have a wonderful Valentine's Day. It's been so fun hanging out with you guys, and come back and see me next Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. I don't know what we're going to create. I'm toying. So maybe I'll take a poll of you guys. I'm toying with whether I want to use the Jungle Pals. I haven't done anything with the Jungle Pals yet. Or if I want to do something with everyday details, or the Flight and Airy Birds. So those are kind of the 3 things that I'm like, oh, I have some ideas and would like to play. So Jungle Pals was on my idea. Flight and Airy, Flight and Airy Designer Series paper. And what else did I say? Oh, everyday details. So that's, and now that I'm actually saying this, I'm realizing what the date is. And I'm pretty sure next Wednesday is going to be our monthly make and take using Softly Sophisticated. So maybe we'll do 2 videos. Maybe. I'm not doing the latte just yet, Joan, because I'm working on a class for that one. So my stuff just arrived, and I just gotten home from vacation on Friday. So I have not gotten anything out to work with that. I still want to play with some celebration stuff while we still have it. So I will check your comments and see what we're going to create with. There might be 2 videos next week. Who knows? All right, y'all, have a good day. Happy Valentine's Day. Love y'all. See you next week.